Three things you should never do if you want a long-lasting relationship. Number one, never try to read their mind. I'm not saying that you should ignore their desires, but I'm saying don't assume. Ask them. Number two, never try to win. Every relationship is gonna have fights, but in a real relationship, it's not that one wins and the other loses, because you're both on the same team. So your goal needs to be that both of you win. And number three, never keep your feelings or emotions bottled up inside of you. Tell the other person, because if you don't tell them, how are they gonna live up to your expectations?
You see, a man will not marry somebody he's cool with. He's not gonna marry somebody that he likes. Just because I like you don't mean I'm gonna marry you. You will not impress him with your looks. Your looks will get him to look, but afterwards he'll look the other way. Because as good as you think you look, there's another lady that looks just as good as you, if not better. Have you ever noticed that there are men who will marry a woman that looks less good because the true beauty in who she is the fact that she challenges him to be a better person? You see, there's not one man in here who will marry a woman just because she looked good and just because she got a nice smile, just because, nah, that's not why he's marrying you. He's marrying you because one day he sat on a bed and he said, this woman makes me want to do something real. This woman makes me want to have kids. This woman makes me want to have a business, have a job, get my money right, get it together. That's what relationship is all about. You see, relationship is not friendship. Friendship is just courting, but relationship is partnership.
Never do these things in a relationship. All right, the first thing is seeing them every single day. The saying is true, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So give yourself time away from each other so that way you guys have time to miss each other. Next up is asking for their password to their phone or social media. All that's doing is projecting your insecurities onto the other person, and no girl or guy likes that. Next one is over texting. If your girlfriend or boyfriend is out partying or hanging out with their friends, don't bug them. Let them have fun. Because honestly, you will never be able to prevent them from cheating. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. A text here and there like, hey, how are you doing, or how's your night going? That's fine, but don't over text them. The next one's for the guys. Guys, don't ask women what they want to do or what they want to eat. They like a decisive, in control guy. Be a real gentleman and plan things out. And last but not least, the most important thing, never ask your significant other about their exes. That's the past, that's irrelevant. All that's going to do is bring up trouble. All right, let me know what you think in the comments.
I think I'm falling in love. She said, what you know about love? I tell you everything. I got what you need. Woke up in the store and get what you want. Go ahead. You get what you please. We bout to get it on.
Kada pangsalubay para akong inaalon at nalulunod sa batikos ng mundo.
It's not a secret. Relationships can get boring. Love isn't a feeling. It's a commitment to love every day, physically and emotionally. And I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult. It's not always laughs and smiles and fun. People tend to quit when it stops being fun and they go look for someone else because the spark is gone. But no, that's not how it works. You want somebody to never give up on you and love you unconditionally? Then do the same. Be the change. This is not Hollywood. It's not like it is in the movies. That shit isn't real. Love someone when you don't want to, when they're not easy to deal with, and they're hard to love. Now that's the realest shit there is.
The difference between men and women in communication. Men think communication should have a purpose, solving everything, while women use communication to increase intimacy and connection with their partner. Men are impatient listeners, assuming that people want their advice or assistance. Women are patient listeners, believing that the conversation is therapeutic in and of itself. She wants someone to level with her and understand her, not solve. Men hate the feeling of being told what to do. Instead of saying, you should do this, say, what do you think we should do? Giving him a chance to collaborate and solve. Women hate feeling like their problems are being minimized. They want someone who's willing to listen without judgment, because listening and seeking to understand is showing you love her.
All right, you guys ready? This is girl language. When she stares at your mouth, kiss her. When she hits you or pushes you or acts like she's stronger than you, grab her and don't let her go. She starts cussing out a storm at you and tries to be all big and bad with you, kiss her and tell her that you love her. When she's quiet, ask her what's wrong. If she ignores you, give her attention. If she pulls away, pull her back. You see her at her worst, tell her that she's beautiful. When you see her crying, hold her and don't say a word. You see her walking around, sneak up behind her and hug her waist. When you see her get scared, protect her and let her know that she's safe whenever she's with you. If she steals your favorite hoodie, let her keep it and sleep with it for a night. If she doesn't answer you for a while, reassure her that everything is okay. If she tells you a secret, keep it safe and untold. If she looks into your eyes, look back into hers and don't look away until she does. Lastly, when she says I love you, say I love you back. Gentlemen, Listen up. When she finally walked away, it was not that she stopped loving you. When she stopped returning your calls, it wasn't that she stopped missing you. What all that really meant was that she just could not do it anymore. All the fighting, all the crying, all the countless number of nights that she could not sleep. Because of all the nonsense that you put her through emotionally, it caused her to be physically sick. No, it was not that she stopped loving you. It was that she finally realized you stopped loving her. If you really love her, make a change.
This is how you know when you've met the love of your life. According to science, latest studies in neurobiology and psychology have come up with a theory called the 3 loves. And according to that theory, you are likely to fall in love 3 times in your lifetime, and only the 3rd one is the love of your life. Let me explain.
First, puppy love. It's the first love that happens when you're young. It's the idealistic love that feels like a fairy tale, but it often ends over something silly and leaves you questioning whether it was love at all. Second, hard love. This is the love where you love strongly and get hurt even stronger. It's full of toxic cycles and drama, betrayal and abuse. The breakup is hard, but it builds you as a person. You focus on yourself and now you know what you want and what you don't want. Third, the true love. It comes blindly, creeps on you, there is no warning. You'll find yourself caring about this person without even trying. They don't look like your typical crush, but you get lost in them. You fall in love with the little things. It isn't always easy, but you want to build a life together.
If your partner's bringing stuff up that happened like a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, over and over, it's because that hasn't healed yet. It's a lot like debt. You know, just because you say sorry over and over doesn't mean that the debt has been paid. And the reality is that you can't. You can't go back and change events that happened in the past. So 2 things need to happen. On your end, it's listening to each of those events and how those events impacted your partner without getting defensive, and then making practical steps to change patterns of behavior that you both find to be unhelpful. And then on the other end, if you're the other partner on this, it's important for you to actually offer genuine forgiveness and to don't hold them to things they did in the past, and to set appropriate boundaries if there's patterns of behavior that they're not changing.
If you hurt someone multiple times and they still stay, they love you. If they give you multiple chances, it's because they love you. If you really think about it, they're choosing pain over pleasure, hoping one day you will change because they love you. So if you have somebody that really loves you that bad, why would you continue to keep doing wrong? Because you're not going to find another person like that.
If you are able to master this, you will literally be successful in communicating and in most of your relationships and careers, romantic relationships, etc. Here's what it is. It's the 24-48 hour rule. This is save my ass big fucking time. Okay, here's how it works. Let's say you got into an argument with significant others, someone said something, you had an issue, you feel some type of way about it. You're gonna wait 24 hours and then you're gonna revisit that moment, that issue, and see if you still feel that same way. If you still do, it's valid, okay? It's not impulsive, it's nothing like that. Then you're gonna wait 48 hours before you communicate that to the person involved or to your partner. What this does is it allows the emotions to kind of settle in, logic to seep in. You're able to look at both sides. You're able to speak calm and collectively and maturely. And normally it makes your arguments stronger. So girl, wait that 24 and then that 48, okay?